Okay, so here we go. It's Wednesday, October 25th, and it's Hump Day Wednesday. So we're doing our Hump Day update. And today was a pretty good day for my trades. I closed out a bunch of them. And I guess for this all to make sense today, let me zoom back here a little bit and give you the big picture view. So the way that I trade is I have I separate my trades, the different trades I do into, let's say, three different categories. So I have the longer term trades, which are monthly income trades. And those are trades, there's option trades that take about a month to get through. They're like 30-day trades. And those are like, they're big, giant option income trades on the indexes. And those are really super like set and forget. I just place them and then let them go. I don't even have to look at them for like a week or so. I'll occasionally just check in on and see, and there's like occasionally be a slight adjustment needed, but they're pretty much all set and forget. So I just put those on and then keep an eye on the P&L. And when it hits my P&L, I take them off. And they're really consistent money makers for me. So that's category one. We'll say category one is like longer term trades. So I do about 3 or 4 longer term 30-day monthly income trades every month. And on those trades, I expect to make between $1,000 and $2,000 each. And then, well, the middle category will be the weekly trades. And that's where these money glitch trades come in. And so these are like week-long duration. I put them on a Friday or a Monday and then take them off the following Friday or before if I hit a profit target. So that's the middle category. And with those, I usually put on 3 or 4 a week, and I'm expected to make between $1,000 and $2,000 on those. And then the last category is the daily income trades, which are day trades that I put on every day if I want to trade. If I don't want to, I can just ignore it for a day. But if I feel like trading that day, I'll just put those on. And those are trades that are open and closed the same day. And with that strategy, I look to make between like $200 to $300 a day. So those are the 3 main categories of my trade. I got the long term, which is like 30-day trades. And I got the middle category, which is weekly duration. And then the last one is daily. So for today, I'm just going to focus on the 2 top ones, the monthly trades and the weekly trades, because some of the monthlies came in today. And I want to just kind of go over them real quick and include them in this. So the 2 trades that I do with the 30-day trades are, there's a trade that I call the big boy trade because it's a big boy. And these are huge, like they're combo trades on the indexes, usually the SPX. And they're super durable, robust trades. And again, they take about 30 days for them to come in. And so a couple of them came in today. They really thrive on the down moves. And with today's session where we went down, they all sort of came in at the same time. So the first one is the big boy trade, 30-day trade. And I had 2 of those come in today. Usually I take around $1,000 on them, between $1,000 and $1,200. So the first one looks like this. So here's the first one. This was put on approximately 30 days ago, and you can see right now the market just closed, and this trade was closed earlier in the day. You can see right now it's kind of the P&L is kind of bouncing around. It's like around 1,400. It was a little less than that when I got filled. So this was the trade, and my profit target is between $1,000 and $1,200. So when I looked at it, it was up around the $1,200 to $1,300 level. I went ahead and took it off. And once it was closed, we wound up with a total of $1,165 on this trade. So that's the big boy 1. And then I took another one off that we had on. It's the big boy 2. Let's take a look at that one. So here is the second one. This is big boy 2. This was on for about 3 weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks on this one, and it came in. What we see as the P&L right now is not right. It was up around $1,200 to $1,300 when I took it off. So this is the trade, and then when we took it off, we got a final fill and closeout number of $1,095 on this trade. So that's the big boy 2 that was closed out. I have one more on that's it's about 3 weeks in, and that one's kind of it's kind of a laggard. It's up around $700 or $800. So it's not quite at our profit target. It could be maybe by Friday or early next week. And so anyway, so those are the 2 big boy trades I took off. These are the longer 30-day trades. And then I have one more of the longer 30-day trades that I closed out today. This is a different strategy. It's this one I don't even have a name for yet. I'm trying to come up with a name. So if you have any cool names, let me know. It kind of looks like a wave. And I was thinking about maybe calling it, when I was like 16, 17, 18 years old, we lived out in the middle of the country, like miles and miles and miles, hours, days, maybe even away from the ocean. But for some reason I thought I could pass off myself as a surfer, and I would buy all this surfer gear like TNC, Town and Country, or like Maui and Sons, I think was another one. Vans. I'd get all this like surfer wear, and I bleached my hair like blonde. And I think the technical term for them is a poser. And I was a poser, like a ridiculous looking poser. Actually, here's a picture of me back then. You can see I have my bleached hair there. And I got my jeans pegged at the bottom. What's that all about? Got my Vans and my TNC Town and Country Surf t-shirt that I like cut open on the sides. And look at that. That's how I'd walk around back then. What an idiot. And then that beautiful girl there on the left, that's my girlfriend at the time, which is still my girlfriend. She's my wife. And today we have 4 of these things. Anyway, that was, so I thought I was a surfer. So I was thinking maybe come up with some kind of a surfer term here. Maybe I'll get back into my posing surfer days and try to convince everybody and make everyone think I'm a surfer. Anyway, I bring that up just because this kind of looks like, to me, it kind of looks like a wave. So maybe I can give it some sort of a surfing term or something cool. Is it Pop Pow Wow Zowie or something? Anyway, if you have any cool names for it, let me know and I'll use it. Anyway, this is the second 30-day. This is like a 30-day trade as well. It's different than the big boy, and this one here was up today. It was up around, right now it's showing 2,500, but at the time earlier today when I took it off, it was around 2,200. So this is where the trade was at today. Again, this is a longer 30-day option income trade, and I closed it out for a total of 2,240. So this was a good trade. So those are the 3 longer term option income trades that I had that came in today. And I put another one on. After I closed all these down, I put on another one of these immediately, which will be ready within another 30 days or so. And then over the next couple of days, or maybe early next week, I'll place the other 2, the big boys in there. So usually I have like 2 to 3 big boys and 1 to 2 of these, whatever we want to call it, trades, or my longer term trades. So that's the longer term trades. So that's a total of this amount here for the longer 30-day trades. And then now we'll look at the middle section, the weekly trades, the weekly income glitch trades. So these are all trades that I put on just last Friday or Monday of this week. Today's Wednesday. So these are just a couple days old. Usually these always come in by Friday at least. So 7 days at the maximum. Unless they hit profit target or unless there's something going on where it just makes sense to close them down. They can come off early. Sometimes they get off in the same day. I had that happen last week. So these trades can be considered weekly trades, 1 to 7 days, and usually less than that. So here's the first money glitch trade that we took off today. This is how the trade looked at the beginning of the day. So this was closed out midday, but this is what the structure looked like. Right now it's showing a profit of 1,055, but again, we took that off earlier. Which I'll show you in just a second. But so this trade has a lot of theta going on for it. It has 3,514 theta right now. And you can see that it's totally, the risk graph is a risk-free risk graph. If it crashes down to 0, I have a guaranteed profit in this structure of 2,360. And on the upside, if it blasts off to the moon, I'm guaranteed to make $35. And then there's all this profit potential in here. But just with the down move and me hitting the an acceptable profit target of over $1,000, and we're going into Thursday tomorrow, so we're getting closer to the end of the week, I just went ahead and decided to take this trade off. If I could get it off for $1,000 or more, which I did. And so when this trade was closed out for a total of 1,140. So that's money glitch trade number 1 that I took off today. Let's take a look at the next one. So this is money glitch trade number 2. And this one I didn't take off, but I did make an adjustment to it. So let me back up to what this trade looked like before I made the adjustment. So here is the trade before the adjustment was made. This is how the trade opened up this morning. And this was a pretty nice down move today. It's 60 points down on the SPX. So it opened up somewhere in here. But you can see how these will, just the way that the risk graph is constructed, this does well on a down move. So about midday, I made an adjustment to this trade. Right now, it's showing that there's a profit of 1,346. And on this structure, there is a little bit of risk on the downside way over here, $575. It's like the total risk you could lose on the upside. So what I did with the adjustment today was I just locked in some of the profits that were made on this down move and made a little tweak to the trade to bring this lower edge up above the 0 line, making it a risk-free risk graph. So that's what it looks like with the adjustment. You can see now I've raised up this this upper leg here. So we're above the 0 line. So the worst, if it flies up to the moon in the next, week or so, this is guaranteed to make at least $704 on the upside, up in here, all the way up. And on the downside, there's 2,895. So I took a little bit of the profits, the available potential profits on the downside, and just moved it up here. So now this is a risk-free risk graph. Anywhere we look at it, it's going to be above the zero line. And of course, there's more profit potential in this area here. But right now, you can see that this trade is showing a profit of 1,488. So I'll just kind of watch this over the next couple of days. If we continue with more of a down move, I can lock in more profits and either just take the profits if I get close enough to the total amount I can get, the 28.95, or if it starts to come back, I can just kind of tweak it a bit and make some money on the slope here potentially. So that's money glitch trade number 2. It wasn't closed down, but there was an adjustment made where I locked in profits, made it a risk-free risk graph, and currently we're at a current profit of 1,495. So let's look at the next one. This is money glitch trade number 3. Okay, so here's money glitch trade number 3. And this one wasn't closed down, but I could have closed it down. I was considering it, but I thought I'd just make this kind of an adjustment to it, and I'll explain what is going on here. So before this, we opened up the day. This trade looked like this. So it looked like this at the beginning of the day. You can see that right now we're currently with this structure, we're trading right here, which is showing a current profit of 2,322. At the time I made the adjustment, it wasn't that high. It was like, I don't remember exactly. I think it was around 1,500 maybe between 1,500 and 2,000. And so again, I just decided I'll just go ahead and take that profit. We're above $1,000 and I'll clear up some margin to put on new trades for next week. But so I was considering to remove the whole thing and just take all those profits. But then as I was beginning to peel it off, I decided to make a different adjustment to it, a little tweak where I can take most of it off and remove all of the risk, but still leave some potential for if there's like a big rebound tomorrow or Friday, I may be able to like milk some more out of the position. So I had to, I removed a bunch of different options, and then I added a couple of different spreads onto it. Really simple stuff, just to again remove all the risk from the position and leave potential for upside profits if there's a rebound. So after the adjustments were made, the risk graph looks like this. So here's the risk graph after the adjustment. You can see now that the way the trade is set up, I've locked in a profit of 1,275, and that's actually where the profit was at the time. It was at 1,275 when I made this, and I locked that in. So you can see I've locked those in. So if this thing crashes to zero, worst case scenarios, I'm going to make $1,275. But with this, and you can see either tomorrow or Friday, the next couple of days, if there's a rebound and the SPX, screams back up, I have the potential here to milk more money out of it on this right here, this curve, and on the beginning of this slope. Potentially, I could make up maybe $2,000 on this trade, maybe more, or maybe less, or worst case scenario, just where it's at right now, guaranteed 1,275. And if it screams up, you can see up here I have a total profit guarantee on the upside of 18,163. But of course, I don't expect that to happen in the next 2 days. So worst case scenario on this one, come Friday, I'll have $1,275 on this one, maybe more. We'll see. And then the last one, the last money glitch trade is this one here. This trade is exactly as it is as when I placed it. No adjustments or anything has been done to this trade yet. Currently, we're trading right here and has a current profit of 352. And I think that this is the worst managed trade of the bunch for me. I kind of like fell asleep at the wheel on this one. We're in a position with the way that the risk graph is built that if it crashes all the way to zero, we'll make a profit. We'll make at least $200. And then if it comes up in this slope here, we can milk some more out of it. But with the down move today, I did have an opportunity early on that I missed where I could have made an adjustment. And I could have brought this leg up here a little bit more and captured like a guaranteed profit of maybe up to like $600 or $700. But, I had other things going on. I just kind of fell asleep at the wheel basically. And I didn't make it. And it's a little too late now. So what I am doing with this one, I'm just going to leave it as it is, see where it's at. Right now it's showing a profit of $348. Worst case scenario is I'll have a profit of $200. But if there's a rebound the next couple of days, there's a potential I can grab some more money out of this one. So this is kind of the poorest. This is my failure trade for today. But we'll just see what happens. Maybe over the next couple of days we'll get we'll get a rebound up here and make some more money on this. So that's it for today. These are the trades that I made. All in all, I closed out a total of this amount here. which is a nice trading day. And over the next couple of days, I'll be closing out those other money glitch trades that we went over, finalizing those out. And tomorrow and Friday and then next Monday, we'll be opening new ones for the next week. And if you'd like to follow along with me on these trades, I'm making a whole video series on these. There's a ton of different setups and maneuvers and adjustments we can make to milk money out of these every week. So if you'd like to follow along, just make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel below. Just click that subscribe button and also join me on my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. That's it for today. See you next time.